ciencia.
Ame la ciencia.
Raise my mic up. Hold on. There we go. All right. Okay, so there go YouTube. All right, guys. So since you all was like, you need to see what's going on, she got exposed. The wizard Liz got exposed. You need to go and see what's going on. By the way, Sean did AKA watch where you sleep, or watch who. Oh God, Lord, what is this? What's this channel called? Watch how you sleep. Watch where you sleep. Watch who you sleep. Think before you. Holy smokes, Glenn! I was nowhere close. Oh God! I'm so glad he ain't here. I'm so glad he ain't here to hear this. Holy smoke! And I'm subscribed. Here's the thing: I'm subscribed to his channel. Tree said, "Shower and eat cookies before you." Dude! Oh my God! Oh man! Jeez. Okay, chat. We're gonna keep that as our little secret, okay? Uh-oh, what happened? with Twitch at? There we go. Okay. That's our little secret, okay, chat? Don't snitch on me. Don't snitch on me. Don't snitch. Don't snitch. Let me put up Kick Chat, cause okay, so we got Kick Chat open, even though there's nobody in there. Dude, that was so off. Like, not even close. Okay, anyway, I'm subscribed to this channel, right? And I got one more video to watch, and I am fully caught up on all his content. So, he did a very good job. If I had time, I would put him in the lineup, but this is some new tea. And he told me that this stuff was all the stuff that came out about Liz was after he uploaded his video. So let's go ahead and jump right into it, because I got about 4 videos, and if the videos seem redundant, I'm going to speed it up. But I think so far there's a I don't even know where she's from, but this is the person who featured this Abby chick. And oh yeah, and Sean did a really, really, really good job proving that Landon was stalking Liz. And Landon was a Pokemon simp first, and then he began to, I don't know, he was stalking her, and then he decided to stalk Liz, and she fell for it. And anyway, and also I want to say this too. I want to say this. Everybody's using this situation about Liz to say, see this what do they call it? The leveling up? No, the get your bag, this, that, and the other. Here's the deal. There's only one Shira 7. You can't expose her. She is, although she get on my nerves with the daggone defending that damn Kanye, but you know, everybody got a hill to die on. That's her hill. You cannot sit up here and say that she's fake. Okay? She's married. She has 2 children. She's living the golden life. You have seen, if you watched all her old videos up until then, you can see that she has definitely leveled up. And she literally practiced what she preaches. She don't even hide what she does to her husband, from her husband. So I think if you don't have proof of concept, you shouldn't be teaching this. So we had the trophy wife, okay, single baby mama, twice made before she moved in with her new, soon-to-be second ex-husband. Okay, she was fake and phony. And you know what I noticed about what all these women have in common? Okay, I'm sorry. I need to stop interrupting myself. So we had the trophy wife. Then we have somebody else after the trophy wife that got exposed. And then it was the wizard Liz. I thought it was 3 women that oh no. Sorry. Oh God. I know it was 3 women that got exposed. And the wizard Liz is the 3rd one. And I always said, like, you guys are paying attention to all the stuff they say, but where's the proof of concept? Also, Sean made a good point. No, Sean didn't say this. Somebody else made this point. How can you? Oh no, it was Abin Preach. Preach said, "How can you listen to a girl that talk about self-esteem with all that plastic surgery?" Manifestel. Thank you, Celine. Manifestel. Right? Thank you. And Sean noticed that that L is doing nothing but car videos. Sean said L is homeless. I said, what? No. He said, yeah, all her last 6 videos are done out of a car. I said, what? No way. I look at her content and think like, girl, you could be living comfortably until you move to California, in which that's where she lives. If you live in California, yeah, you struggling and surviving. I don't know why people want to live in California. I just don't understand. But he believes she's homeless, and I can't even debunk that because all her last 6 videos have been out of a car. I'm like, she did car videos every now and then, but not back to back to back to back to back. So I don't oh, Laura, that's right, girl, you over there, but you in North Carolina. I'm in North Carolina. You're in North California. I don't understand, dude. California, you're on a string budget. Jeez. You're going to do a vid covering everything so far, something new every day. Yeah. I got all the videos now. I haven't looked at it. I haven't looked at all of them, but it looks real juicy. And this girl seems to be the first one to break it all out. So we're going to watch her video first. All right, here we go. So yeah, okay, so good. I remember correctly. It was 3 girls, 3 females, and none of them proof of concept. So, I don't, like I said, I don't watch Shira 7. I watch Ashira, goddess, star goddess. I watch that channel. I am a heavy subscriber of that channel, and she don't even hardly post on it like she used to. But yeah, so, but I support her channel. I support both of them. But the get level up, get your bag, you know, things like that. Yeah, I don't see nothing wrong with it. So okay, here we go.
I do want to talk about the fact that Landon has found my dad's phone number and my brother's phone number. And then reached out to them and was harassing them over and over all night and all morning.
So here's the part 2 of the previous video I posted.
Hold on, part 2. Wait a minute. Wait. Because this one, hold on a second. Part 2. I want to make sure I got them all in order. Okay, so this was done 6 days. Oh, this is done 6 days ago. No, 5 days ago, 6 days ago. Jeez, hold on. How many videos did she do? Okay, this is 5 days. This is 4 days ago. Okay, guys. All right, look like we're going to have to go to a part 2. This is the part 1.
I met Landon 2023 to 2024. I was physically abused by this man. I was mentally abused by this man. He took my past trauma and made me feel so safe and heard and understood. And I fell for it because I was stupid and codependent and idiotic.
Hey beautiful people, how you all doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome to my channel. How have you all been? Hope you guys that she was the last ex before Liz. Anyway guys, let's go check out the video and then we'll come back and talk more.
Hi, I'm not really wanting to make this video, but I feel like I'm obligated to. I'm super nervous. I hate being so vulnerable and talking about a past and a partner that has hurt you so much and made you feel so less. And even being in the public eye per se, like, I love to tell you what's going on in my life and like who I'm dating and like what I'm doing, but it's a lot when it's about someone who also now is in the public eye. And I'm not here to tell my story and hate and shit on someone, because at the end of the day, we need to pray for an individual that possesses so much hate and so much hurt in his heart to hurt other people physically, mentally, emotionally.
Nobody can hurt you unless you give them permission to do so. I don't know how that's hard. You giving somebody your heart. You're giving someone the opportunity to hurt you. Can't nobody hurt you if you don't give them the opportunity. You don't get, like, I love this stay unbothered, stay detached until you know that this is the person for you. And you don't know when you on your back with your legs up in the air after being with him for 2 weeks.
Spiritually, like, that's what I said when I got out of this and lived through what I went through with him. And I'm not here to hate on him. I'm here to tell my story because I have a voice, and it's been limited for so long because I'm terrified of this man coming back into my life. And there's just so much that I want to get off my chest, so you know in detail with screenshots, because I have every screenshot, I have receipts, and I want everyone to know that I had nothing to do with their marriage, or we were not together when they got engaged. People were saying that, and we dated for a year, from 2023 to 2024. I was physically abused by this man. I was mentally abused by this man.
Yeah, the physical abuse, but I didn't call the cops. I don't believe you. Okay? I don't believe you. Oh, guys. Hey, if my computer shuts down, I'll be right back, okay? I'm just letting y'all know ahead of time. If my computer shuts down, I'll be right back. But you let him hit you one time and you stay with him, you asked for it. There, I said it. Ain't no way I'm going to stay with some guy who put his hands on me. Ain't no way in the hell I'm going to do that. Hi, Sean. Listen. Hey, Sean, I was talking so well about you. This is one of those situations where everyone is a nut job. Probably the best kind of train wreck to watch.
My past trauma and made me feel so safe and heard and understood, and I fell for it because I was stupid and codependent and idiotic, and I have no more shame anymore. There's thousands of women who have gone through what I've been through, plus worse things that's ever happened to them, and they can get out and tell their story. I have enough strength to tell mine. So this is what this video is going to be. I met Landon 2023 to 2024. I met him in Dallas, Texas. He's from Oklahoma. I'm from Texas. I met him. I was his bottle girl. He came out all the time. Everyone said he was known for being the sweetest person. My guard was already up. I was 3 months abstinent. I was not in a relationship. I ended up getting a lot of trauma that happened to me in the state of Connecticut. I had someone steal my identity and lock me in a closet and then put it to my head, and to the point where I was in the ER. So I was traumatized. I was broken. I was hurt. I had a unresolved wound from my parental figures, with a disorganized attachment style, with a severe codependent issue. I experienced something that I wish no one has ever in their life would go through. But I hope that me telling my story and what I went through with the receipts, because I have such a weird feeling that people are gonna think I'm lying, and that's just how I've always been. So I ended up deleting my contact with him and getting rid of my number, and I deleted everything when I broke up with him in 2024. And my best friend sent me all the screenshots, so if it wasn't for her, I would have had nothing to showcase for. But we met in Dallas. I was his bottle girl. My friends knew Landon because he was...
So you just went through all that scrolling for nothing? Look. I got this receipts. And you see her fingers going through all the daggone whatever the phone is. But what was the purpose of that? What was the purpose of you doing that motion with the phone like you're about to show receipts and then put the phone down and still talk?
Was always going out. I was 21 at the time. I lived in a different state, and I just never went out. I'm just not a going out person. I'm not a big drinker. I don't do drugs. He does that. Whatever he wants. I don't care what he does. Okay. So when everyone was like, oh my God, Landon's here. He's so sweet. He's so nice. He's a gamer. One of my friend's sister works for his cousin that's Preston Plays. So everyone's saying he's just such a nice person. And I'm like, great, you could be a nice person. You're in my age range. You're freaking smart. I'm a sapiosexual and a demisexual. So I love when people are smart. I love having someone intellectually dominate me. I love that. So he's just really good with his words. And I told him I would just want nothing but friendship. So we did the 4th of July together. I met all of his friends. He met some of my friends, and everyone was just having a grand old time. And I went home after that. And he's like, I'll come with you. I was like, no, like, I'm not, I can't, like, there's so much in my heart. I don't feel safe being with a guy.
Okay, hold on. I haven't seen this, chat. Okay. They went out. She said, we're just going to be friends. He said, let me walk you with you. And they end up in the bed. They end up bumping uglies. What y'all think, chat? Y'all think how she gonna sit up here and say, you know, I was feeling good. He was telling me all the wonderful things, and then all of a sudden, he invited me for some drinks, and then I was feeling really nice, and I was unloading on him. He made me feel so good. It felt so good to wake up in the morning. What y'all think, chat? I could be off though. I could be wrong. They probably did have sex that day, or whatever the hell, right? But I'm like, I feel a sex story coming real soon.
No, everything like that, because I had to bring what happened to me into that, because that was in April and we were talking in July, and then we started officially dating in August. He made me feel so loved, so seen, so heard, so understood. He took my trauma that I didn't want to open up about, and he made it feel like I'm safe. And I believed him.
How? How? People say these things, but they don't justify the stuff that they say. How would you? Hold on. Glam said it earlier, right? These crazy women trust strangers, trust everybody except for a therapist. It's so true. It's so true. It's so true. This chick speaks like very Me Too. Yeah, they all like a Me Too people, dude. Ugh. But yeah, I'm just saying, like, this is crazy. Okay, anyway.
Because at the end of the day, like, he was just such a nice person. I'm hearing it from all of his friends, from all of my girlfriends that know him personally, because they've been his bottle girl for years. And I'm like, wow, like, could this be the guy that I prayed for? Like, could this be everything I ever wanted in life? And I was not educated in therapy. I was not educated in psychology. I was not educated in anything spiritual. And he awakened something in me that I always knew I had. I always have been super, super, super emotional, and I felt everything that someone else was feeling. So I knew that I was a codependent early on in that relationship, because I'm fawning around him, because we have fight, flight, freeze, and fawn. So I was doing that, and I was always like talking about how I'm hurting and like everything like that. So I realized that there was something neurologically wrong with me, because I kept on going back over and over again. And I don't want to make this a long video. So we met.
But you will.
We started dating. He cheated on me with the first girl. I'm going to show you the screenshots. This was the first screenshot. And then
What the? I'm sorry. I'm not even going to rewind to go read them damn screenshots. Forget that.
had such a broken part of me that was never healed and never fixed.
Is this just Generation Z and Alpha now? Like, they don't read screenshots. They just go, here's the screenshot, and that's it. I notice they're the only generation that show screenshots quick and don't read them. And you got to rewind, pause the video, and read it yourself. Like, what is the point of showing the screenshots then? I don't believe her, because you saw how quick she put the screenshot up. So I don't believe her.
I kept on saying to myself, like, why am I attracted to the same quality men in different fonts? Why is this happening to me? And then I realized it was me, because I was vibrating at such a low frequency to attract these horrific men. And then I was like, okay, let me start healing myself. So I started researching into therapy, and I was about to break up with this man, because I was like, you know what? No, like,
she about to research into therapy, but she didn't go to therapy?
I've been traumatized by men. Stay away from me. I held my boundary very firm. He wrote me a love letter. He wrote me a book. He wrote me a song. He came to my house with thousands of flowers every time he messed up. And
so you got love bombed when you said stay away from me. You told him you don't want no men, but yet still you went against your own self, and he love bombed you, and you actually bought it. Oh God.
swooned me back in. And I was like, wow, like he's putting this much effort into me, like a month into knowing him. He must love me. I was so stupid. I was so naive, and I was so young to ever think that's what love is. And after experiencing a non-toxic, super, super, super loving personality with my boyfriend presently, I'm like, wow, like why was I ever so broken and so alone and so hurt and so desperate to love, to lick a knife of love off of a man? Like, he fed me nothing but lies. His words never correlated with his actions, so I was sacrificing my boundaries to attune to his freaking words, because his freaking actions were like below average. And I was so stupid.
That made no sense. His actions never matched his words, so he was always playing with my boundaries and always violating. I'm like, okay, well, if his actions didn't match his words, then how can he violate your boundaries, and how could you basically allow him to do it several times? Because one thing I tell everybody, stop listening to what someone says and look at what they do. That's how everybody got in a situation like they in now. Y'all looking at what people say and not what they do. The hell? Yeah, she cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs though.
And it's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. I took him back like 7 times. He cheated on me. I took him back.
Nina, no, you did say her new boyfriend must be dead. No, you did. She do got those crazy eyes also.
I ended up getting pregnant by him. I had my miscarriage. I was alone. He was doing his own thing. He wanted to comfort me. And then that's when I realized I'm repeating a pattern. And we went to therapy. He found a therapist that specialized in BPD. He told me that I had BPD. And she looked at me, she's like, girl, you do not have BPD. You're too self-aware. You're too empathetic. That doesn't even make sense. You've never been suicidal. And he's like, and he's making me feel like I have something neurologically wrong with my brain. And I was like,
okay, what happened with the pregnancy?
No, there's no way. And then I actually believed him. And I thought to myself, I'm like, oh, I'm never going to be loved. He's the only man that's going to love me. And that's what I thought, because he kept on throwing my past in my face. He kept on telling me that if I was a real woman, I wouldn't be doing like being a bottle girl. So I ended up quitting bottle service because he told me that the woman that he wants to be with can't be a bottle girl. But he goes into the clubs and he loves the attention from everybody.
Oh no, another pick me. Dude, what? Yeah, oh God. And y'all want to know why I never heard about this damn wizard Liz. And and listen, I know who you are in the comments, because there's a woman, I'm not gonna call her out. She was trying to defend Liz, as well as the women that's going crazy over her. And I said, she was like, you know, when people manifest things, they don't always get it. They don't always get exactly what they're manifest. I said, because they're not specific. Also, the wizard, for a woman to call herself the wizard, is just like the Wizard of Oz. I said, she's fraudulent. She's all show, but nothing but a little puff of smoke behind the scenes. She's just behind a big curtain, just like theatrical, fake, you know, big, and all kinds of glamour and style and everything. Everything is for show, but she's nothing. It's a facade. She's a phony. She's fake. And now her name is appropriate. The Wizard of Oz, the Wizard of Liz. Because a real woman wouldn't call herself the wizard. The hell you think? But she is a wizard. She a weak ass fake wizard. And if a woman follows her, that tells me a lot about you. Now, granted, everybody gets a oops and everybody has to grow. And I'm sure she gets a lot of young girls who are, you know, into all this fake stuff and all the style and the show and everything like that. I don't know, man. I never catered to, oh, you got a Birkin. Oh, you got Chanel. Oh, I don't give a damn, right?
Bottle girl, it makes no sense. And he cheated on me with other bottle girls. Like, it made no sense in my brain when I was...
You should have never stopped your damn job for no man. He's not even your damn husband. And what happened to the pregnancy?
21, it made complete sense. So I lost my baby, and he was cheating on me again.
Oh, okay. Now we finally hear it. So she had a miscarriage.
He cheated on me, and this is the first time he laid on me, and I'm going to show you the video. Trigger warning. And he was coming to come get me. And he punched a hole in the wall. He cornered me. I have pictures and videos. Hold on. This is him. This is what he would do to get me back in, because I started to think that I was the one with the issue because I set the boundary. I showed this. It was that night. We're not even 4 months in. I have to make a part 2, and I don't want this.
Wait, 4 months in, and you got pregnant. He was physically violent in the house. You had a miscarriage. You quit your job. You quit your job, and you think you're going crazy? Chat, what in the hell is... Oh my God. And y'all want to know why? If I had a son, I would teach him how to hustle these stupid ass women. I don't care. I had some people get mad at me when I said that. I said, hell, somebody got to do it. Hell, look, every sucker needs to get licked. Damn.
Literally 10 minutes long. I'm going to speed through this. It's only be one more part, so we'll go to part 2. Part 2 of who was I dating. I'm literally breaking out in hives and rashes because I have so much built up anxiety.
Well, Sean, maybe she don't have no emotions because she crazy. You ever think about that? The reason why because she don't have no emotions behind her miscarriage because she crazy? Like, now that part I believe. I do believe she is certifiable crazy. I think she's boiling rabbit crazy, okay? All right, she's the kind to stand over you and watch you sleep type of crazy. Like, she is crazy. I'm not gonna take that. If she says she crazy, she ain't gotta say she crazy. I can see she crazy. She is crazy.
Because I don't want to talk about this at all. And I'm doing this because it needs to be said.
Nah, everybody not guilty if they have a miscarriage. No. I got it. Listen, stop. Why you got me defending this chick? Sean, if she didn't like the guy afterwards, and she's also crazy, why would she have guilt? You know? I don't think she would have guilt. She don't give a damn about that. Also, she's a liberal. Why would she have guilt? Like, she's like, I lost the baby. Oh, well, moving on.
There needs to be truth of what's behind. There has to be something that...
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Guilty of lying. Oh, okay.
I can show you guys to the point where you understand, like, I'm not the person that he cheated on with Liz. So I took him back because I'm stupid, because he would flood with more notes, more handwritten notes, more flowers, more everything, and he would jump a, like, 10-foot...
Not the yay free abortion. I thought I was ruthless. Damn, dude.
Fence to get into my building, my apartment complex. He would literally, like, write me notes and everything. Like, it was just so much abuse physically and then mentally. Took him back. It comes around New Year's. He cheated on me again with the same girl. They went to the same party. I just lost. I was like, whatever, just go do you. He invited her to Hawaii with his guy friends in, like, January. My brain's not working. January, and then I found that out when I went through his phone. We broke up again. He threw a light wand at me. Like, it was just so much.
How many times did y'all get together and break up? Damn. Remember, no revolving door. Once you out, you stay out. If you guys, like, listen to half the things I say, you wouldn't be in this situation for real. Okay, don't have a revolving door. I've yet to see anybody justify that. Like, oh, I got back together because blah blah blah. Like, no, it just never works out the second time around. That's why y'all separated the first time.
Much. My birthday comes around in February. My first actual ever birthday, I didn't cry because I had so much trauma from my past. I hated my birthday. He did that well, I guess. Even though I did my own birthday balloons, and then Valentine's Day comes around. So much trauma with March, and then April is when it's his birthday, and he went to go to Bora Bora with his guy friends. I totally believe that was the story that he was telling me. He said it was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I was like, yeah, go have fun. Like, I'm not a toxic person. You go have fun. I have my own friends. You have your own friends. Have fun. I thought it was with the man in Bora Bora with all of his guy friends. It wasn't. It's with another girl that he cheated on me with. She's from Florida. And that hurt. That really hurt because
Yeah, he cheats on you because he know you're gonna take him back. Duh. You teaching him how to treat you. Duh.
he didn't post me on social media. We never hard launched it because I knew that I was never gonna hard launch it because every girl in Dallas has been with this man while he was with me exclusive.
Wait. So you was dating him behind the scenes and you didn't want to announce it because you knew that everybody else was hitting it? Or shall I say he was hitting everybody else? Dude, ladies, please don't have a dumb daughter like this, please.
Exclusive with him. And I was just embarrassed. And I knew that I deserved better. I knew that I had a frontal lobe.
Did you?
I was so disappointed in myself that I was recreating my nervous system to be okay, to find men that just was like him, like my father. And it broke me. Like, it broke me to be pregnant. It broke me to go through that. It broke me to feel what my mom felt. Like, it broke me. And I knew that this is not love. When we went to the therapist, she was like, this is not love. She was like, honey, you're so young and you don't deserve this, and this is not normal, and this is not how it should be. She told me that those butterflies in your stomach that you get with a man, it's just your nervous system saying, stop, please stop.
Oh,
Find someone else.
Mercy.
And when she told me that, it stuck with me. I kept on going to see her. I don't have BPD, but she knew what I went through, so she would know how to heal me. And she made me have so much self-worth because she kept on telling me that it's my choice to go back, and it is my choice. Your nervous system is regulated with him. He loves going to up and downs, being like, he loves me, he doesn't love me, he doesn't love me.
Wrong! I can't relate to this. Anybody in here can relate to this? He loves me, he doesn't love me, he loves me, he doesn't. I can't relate to this. I don't know yo-yo. And you know what? Maybe I'm too hard, okay? Everybody's not a bitch like me, yeah? All right. Everybody didn't have a whole daddy like I did, right? But this roller coaster of he loves me, now he doesn't. He loves me, now he doesn't. He loves me, now he doesn't. I can't relate to that. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Doesn't love me, and like it was making me go crazy. So he got back from Bora Bora. I woke up on a Sunday when he was in Bora Bora, whatever day that was. I don't remember his birthday, but the only Sunday he was there for, I woke up at like 4 a.m. and I was like, he got with someone. I felt it in my soul because it was a trauma bond. It was a soul tie. Like, it was so much in my heart that I felt. I literally freaking woke up and was like, yeah, that's it. I woke up with thousands of emails because I blocked him when he went, because I was like, no, this is not for me. You know, you have fun, but you are going to Bora Bora, you're gonna be with me. And he made that decision. I let him walk out of my life, and I was okay with that. I was doing so good. But then that moment when I woke up at that 4 a.m. Sunday, I woke up with thousands of emails, calls from my best friend, her name was Sam, helping me through. She's like, what happened? You're not talking to her. It's been like a week, you're fine. And I'm like, no, like, I know he was with someone, but he swear he wasn't. He was with all these guys. I took him back when he got back, and I went through his phone.
Again? Listen, like attracts like. And maybe it's unfair for me to say this, but you have to be a weak bitch to follow this chick and go, oh, he was like, you have to be weak as water to listen to this story and sympathize with this chick. Are you serious? Are you serious? What's Shaw saying? This chick on the right is watching, has the same emotion. Yeah, like, you went again? You went back with him again? We all, listen, all the sane people are like, girl, what?
And he had no photos, no videos, no text messages, and I thought that was weird. And then there was a group chat. And there was a group chat, and there was an emoji, like a wife emoji next to this girl's name. And I was like, you're with her. And he opened up, and he was honest that he was with her. I'm going to show you a screenshot.
I don't even care about these damn screenshots. I don't care.
What the heck?
Oh, wow, that's a lot of words.
They did have sex. There was this. He sent me, like, playing house, like This is the email. Apologize. This is everything. This is everything. This is everything still. Found me at the gym, and then he wanted me to talk to him, and it was just so toxic. He sent me email.
Ladies, let me tell you something. And I'm not saying this because I'm an Amazon. I'm not saying this because, you know, I'm pretty aggressive. I'm not saying this as an alpha woman either. You can make someone stop communicating with you. You can do that. Okay? If you block the number and they continue to call from other numbers, you can stop that. You know how they stop that? Let me see if my chat knows. Chat, let me see if any of you all, like you block somebody's number, you tell them to stop calling you, you tell them to stop talking to you, you tell them to stop emailing you, and they won't. Let me see, how do you stop that, y'all? Oh, by the way, they live in the same area. They live in the same state. We'll make it easy. There you go. You call the police. Very good, Laura. Very good. You call the police. You filed charges. Then you go to the magistrate court and you get a restraining order. You got to get a temporary one first. Show all them text messages. Show all the phone numbers. Show all that. Let me tell you something. Works wonders. I don't know from personal experience. I know from my best friend's sister experience. She had a little psycho, crazy stalker ex-boyfriend. I said, okay, girl, this is how we're going to do it. I said, we're gonna put this app on your phone where you're gonna record calls. Because here in Georgia, it's a one party consent. And I said, and then after that, we're gonna get all the emails. Every time you tell him to stop calling you, this, that, and the other. And then we're gonna show where he even gets crazy and says something like, next time I see you, we're both going to be in the ground together. Like that, like little veil threats. I said, and then we're just gonna go to the police department and we're gonna file file a police report. Then we're gonna go to the magistrate court. Also, that's harassment, so you can also file a warrant for that. And then we're going to get a TPO, and then we're going to get from the TPO to a permanent. That's how. So whenever I see this, you know, saying, because women who don't want this to continue, they will ask for help. Because I know some people are like, well, a lot of women don't know that. Okay, well, you just open your mouth if you really don't want this to happen. Okay, you just say, hey, this guy is stalking me. This guy keeps contacting me. What can I do to stop it? And then somebody like myself will tell you, call the police.
Basically ended it with him in April. I moved to Miami. I graduated college. He made it all about him when I graduated college. Showed up at my house with all these gifts and all these flowers. I said no. I respected myself. Finally, said no. Moved to Miami all by myself. I'm still in the same unit. Love it. I bought my house. I'm good riddance. Good riddance of this man. He lured me back in. We were talking. We were having fun. I'm meeting his friends. He seemed so nice. So everything.
Okay. Did y'all get that part? I went to Florida to get away from this man. I got my own house. I got my own place. And then he lured me back in. No accountability whatsoever. He lured me back in, Chad. He lured me back in. She's about to be on Fresh and Fit. Sean, doesn't she look like she already been on Fresh and Fit? I'm sorry. I'm like, she looked like she already been on Fresh and Fit. I could be wrong though.
And I couldn't get over the past. I couldn't get it right in my heart, being like, the man I'm going to want to marry and be the father of my kids one day has respected me so much and disrespected me so much in the past. Like, no, that's not going to happen. He did not love me. I was in limerence. That's what it was. I fell in love with his potential. I fell in love with the man he could be. He showed me this freaking horrible person, and I'm like,
yeah, because I'm smart, Sean. I'm smart. No, like I said, these women love the spotlight. They love attention. And my thing was, you didn't even have to insert yourself in this situation. And now you have. Congrats. So these type of women would love to go on Fresh and Fit.
So stupid. So stupid. I break up with him. I don't see him. He sent me thousands of flowers. He found my address. He found my therapist here in Miami.
She broke up with him again. He found your therapist. How?
And she couldn't tell me that, but she was like, your boyfriend, like this and this and this, and I freak out. I'm texting him like, how the fuck did you find my therapist? How the fuck? He's like, I wanted you back. I wanted her to have my experience with you. I wanted her to see that I love you. And I'm like, he didn't even deny it. He comes to my place, and I'm like, you know what? You can come in. He's leaving all these flowers. I block him from the doorman. I do all of this stuff. And I'm like, no, you can come in here. My best friend and I sat right here. He's crying, begging for me back on his knees, hands and knees, saying what he did was wrong.
She likes it. She likes this. She likes the chase and the drama. And how many, what breakup number are we on, chat? I swear I lost count. I swear I lost count. Are we on breakup number 6, 7? What number are we on?
He admitted everything, putting his hands on me, gaslighting me, cheating on me, making me feel like I had BPD. Like these things that are so traumatizing for now a 22-year-old that's wanting to let go. He didn't want me to let go. He wanted control. Like he did. He had control over me. The moment that he didn't have control over me, didn't know what I was doing, I blocked him and everything. I stopped posting. I did all of that. I was like, you don't have control over me. That's why you want me. You don't even love me. You just want to be wanted. You just want to be wanted so bad. You want to be wanted. Like who does that? I break with him. I don't talk to him. I don't see him.
Oh my God, you are so spot on. So yeah, she's so batshit crazy. Yeah, Liz is his type. Liz, that's so fucking spot on. So that just goes to show you that he has a type and Liz is on the same crazy level as this chick. Minus all the surgery though. That's all that is.
I don't see him. After that, no, you do not see him. I go to Europe. I meet my now boyfriend. We started dating. Later into it, we spent every day to each other. In Europe, I went with my girlfriends. I met my boyfriend. He lives in the same unit as me. Everything like that. My boundaries. I'm like, dude, I'm not looking for anything. Nothing. I kind of give him some like tea, kind of shade about my ex and be like, honestly, I'm like traumatized. I'm going to therapy. Like right now, what's best for me is not being in a relationship. Like my therapist, I've been going to see for about 4 weeks. I was going twice a week at the time.
Twice a week? Chat. She said she was seeing her chat. She said she was seeing her therapist twice a week, every week. You stop taking my word, Sean. I was about to say, girl, you ain't seeing no therapist. You seeing one of these crazy ass woo woo life coaches. That's what you see. She ain't seeing no professional. She's seeing a woo woo life therapist, baby. That's what she's seeing. Oh my God. I call cap on the therapist. I don't think, especially when she said she found my therapist. I don't think, maybe this is a BetterHelp type of person. I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. Y'all know me. I've been through real therapy twice a week. What? What?
She was like, no. And if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be where I'm at now. I got verified on Snapchat. Snapchat, you get paid per how many pictures that you post. So I'm posting so much in Europe. I'm on my dream vacation. We went to 20 countries. This massive group of us. We're having so much fun. I get to Ibiza. He's in Ibiza. And he's with Ibiza. I've never seen these people in my life. I don't even remember seeing the girls. I just remember seeing him. He stalks me in Ibiza. He found out where I was going because I was talking about I need to go get Sephora. I need to go get makeup. Like my face foundation is not tan like my body. So I look like Casper, like James Charles. I look like James Charles because my foundation didn't match my body. He sees me. He comes up to me. He cyber stalked where I was going to be, and he was there in Sephora begging for me back again. My boyfriend was not my.
Okay. So yeah, I had already told you guys I saw Sean's video where he proved that not prove. He kind of like showed how it's a strong possibility that Sean had stalked Liz. And now everybody has said the same thing. Like, yeah, Sean was, well, no, not everybody. A lot of women were saying, he was stalking you, he was stalking you, he was stalking you. And that's his thing. He's a stalker. He's a future boiler rabbit person.
boyfriend at the time. I'm with him. Our bodyguard is in the car because I'm like, we're like running in and out, parked illegally. We're gonna be 5 minutes. Now we're 15 minutes. He's getting worried. My bodyguard gets out. It's already at 10 minutes. Okay, go to part 3 because I have emails leading up to the end of August when he was emailing me for me back.
So, guys, this video is already long, so that's going to be our part 2.
Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and get rid of that. Let's do the part 2. Girl, let the video be long, honey.
We'll come back and talk more.
This is the last and final video of Landon and our 1-year relationship, and I feel so much better. I feel so much better. I think this is healing something inside of me because I had so much carried shame from someone else's disrespect that I don't need.
But I thought you said you went to therapy. If this happened in 2022, 2023, and it's 2025, how the hell do you go see your therapist in quotation, twice a week, and you still got shame now? That makes no sense. Landon works for a phone app startup that works with Apple. He probably has backdoor access to their phone because you know all these bitches be having Apple phones. Huh. Oh, that's a good point. Android for life, y'all. See, Android. Listen, that's why y'all gotta get that. Y'all gotta get that Android. Samsung, baby. Samsung don't never let you down.
To carry anymore. I don't need to carry the burden of someone else's weight on their shoulders for what they did. So at the end of the day, that girl that was in Miami with me on the boat talking about how nice that I was and how nice that he was, thank you.
I thought he might have used a PI to stalk her, but then I started looking at his tech startup. Damn, you did some deep investigation. I still got my Samsung S8. Sorry. Yeah, I got y'all know I got my phones. They all I don't do iPhones. I never have, never will never. I think if I was contemplating on buying an iPhone just so I can use the camera. But other than that, nah, Android for life, baby.
Because you're the reason I made this video and the thousands of DMs I'm getting about everyone saying, were you the other girl? I was not the other girl. I will never, ever, ever be another girl because I know what that feels like. I know what that feels like, and I have too much respect for myself.
I know you don't.
So I left off where Landon finds me in Ibiza, cyber stalking me on Snapchat. I'm posting everything, what I'm doing, where I'm going. I post it in real time. I was stupid. I didn't know better. I know better now. He comes up to me. He's like, I'm going to talk to you. And then my current boyfriend's like, do you want to talk to him? I'm like, no. He's like, he grabs my arm. My current boyfriend pushes his arm back and was like, she does not want to talk to you, dude. So that means that you leave. He makes a big scene. I hope that there was people videoing. I hope if you're in that Ibiza Sephora, please post the video. He was like, this is my ex-girlfriend. She left me. She's now with this Arab man. He's Colombian. He was making fun of the way that my boyfriend looked. And I was just like seeing red at this point. I'm crying. My boyfriend's like, don't cry. He's going to win. What you told me about him, if he is a narcissist, he is a psychopath. He loves seeing you sad. He loves having that control over you. He's like, be cool. Be cool as a cucumber. He said, he still says it. I love him. He's amazing. And he's a bit older. He's 29 at the time and I was 22 at the time. So it's a big age gap. He's so sweet. We are about to have 1 year. So he pushes him away. He's making a whole scene walking out of the Sephora. I soaked up my tears. I went into my eyes. My bodyguard comes in at the end and we're like, yeah, we need to fucking leave. So he escorts.
Dude, hold on. I'm so sorry, guys. I've checked out. If you know why I'm quiet. Okay, I'm gonna pay attention now. I literally checked out. I literally checked out, dude. Okay. All right. It's hard to pay attention because the story is so obviously fake. Yeah, I just don't care. I just like it is obvious that she fake, that she's lying, but I swear I checked out. I swear. Okay, I'm gonna pay attention now. Okay.
Us out. We pay, we leave. I'm in the car crying. I'm like, I'm so embarrassed. I'm so scared. We ended up going to Zara to go get some clothes for him because I planned for a 1.5 week trip in Saint-Tropez and Ibiza. And then now after that, we're going to Lake Como, and we spent 3 months there. So we all just kept on like hopping. So that's that. He's sending me emails now.
Not that you believe Walter admitted that he was lying, Sean. Walter already admitted that he didn't do the 1,000 women, but I get your point. He's more, like, Walter's more believable than this chick. True.
He's sending me emails.
Good point, Glad. I would believe that Myron Gaines, who's a homosexual, I believe that he would be straight than I believe this heifer.
I wish I had every single email, but I kept on deleting the spam emails, and I wish I didn't. But there's a lot more. He sees us at a club. He sends us at a club. He sends 5 guys that he was with and one of his bodyguard to go fight my boyfriend. This is what happened at the club. I don't remember the name. It was a massive club. We had a great table. I'm going to the bathroom. So the bodyguards, I was like, no, literally not that serious. I'm just going to the bathroom. Come in.
Bodyguard, okay. Where did the bodyguard part come from? Why would this twink need a bodyguard? And he gonna send his bodyguard and 5 other guys to come fight? Okay, girl, come on. Make it at least somewhat believable. Damn.
It was like my boyfriend. Now, he was like, oh, I'll go to the bathroom with you. I'll walk you there. Because the girls had to go. Oh no, I was with the girl. Sorry, I was with one of the girls. She didn't speak any English. She was French. So she had no idea what was going on. So we walked to the bathroom. And one of the bathrooms, 10 of those people that Landon was with come out. So I'm assuming they were doing.
You said 5! Now you doubled the number?
Or something else. He had hickeys all over his neck. The girl next to him had hickeys all over his neck. The girls are like shouting at me, and I'm like, I literally go into fight or flight. This is the second time I'm in fight or flight with him. And I'm just sitting there, I freeze. I freeze the second time. I'm like, how the frick does this man have me so terrified when I'm so like safe? Like, I'm next to this guy. I'm so safe. I'm in control. I have the power.
Yeah, Spitfire. She's froze at hickeys. He comes out with hickeys all over his body. She got hickeys all over her body, and she froze. Instead of fight or flight, she froze, y'all. Holy smokes.
I freeze. He's like, I'm gonna talk to you, Abby. I'm emailing you. I'm texting you. Whatever he says, and I'm freaking out. And Camilo's like, go to the bathroom. And I literally freeze. And he's like, you're making me look embarrassed. And I'm like laughing. I was like, I make me look embarrassed. I made me look embarrassed. I stopped in my tracks. Oh, embarrassing. So we went through that with therapy. Thank God we did. EMDR has.
Ooh-wee, I got a super chat. What? So he's in therapy with you now? Okay, I don't believe this is the fair that. Spitfire, thank you so much for the $2. Freeze and seethe. That's right. Thank you. So he's in therapy with her too now, y'all chat. Okay. Oh God, it's so hard for me to stay. Woo, I'll be glad when we finish this video.
Literally saved my life. And I get out of the bathroom. Landon's gone. Everyone's gone. Chilling. So there's the stalls right here, and then there's a wall. So like the stalls, wall, you walk around to wash your hands because we're not dirty. So I'm gonna go wash my hands. I look in the peripheral vision, and I see Camilo and 5 guys. He's surrounded by 5 guys and 1 bodyguard. They're all yelling at him. I'm like, oh my God, they're getting me starting another issue. I'm like, oh my God, I'm the problem. I am the issue. Like, I feel so bad. This poor innocent man has nothing to do with this, and now I'm gonna get dumped. Wasn't scared. Camilo would have won. I'm not scared. But it was more shameful. I'm like, why does this man that has not done anything but been sweet to me have to deal with someone from my past? Why do I have such expensive baggage? I call it expensive baggage because I do, because it cost me a lot in therapy. Like, why do I have to put myself in an embarrassing situation where I'm looking like another girl that's crying wolf? Like the little boy who cried wolf. Like, no, I look like a damsel in distress. Like, that's so embarrassing. That's so shitty. Like, I even was like such a low vibrational being to be attracted to these men. Like, now he's thinking that I have like no, like I was just in my head. And I'm so ADHD telling stories. I just want to make sure I don't leave anything out. He's emailing me. I think the last email, anyway, sorry, the fight, the thing that y'all are waiting for. He does, no one swings, no one does anything. My boyfriend is Colombian, so he does speak Spanish, and we're in Spain, duh. So now, the GM pulls us aside. I'm drunk, I'm crying, I'm like, oh my God, are they gonna kick us out, everything like that. The guy in Spanish was telling Camilo that they had the bodyguard there because they said that your man was provoking them, and they're like, no, this is what happened. I show them the emails, and they're like, oh, no, y'all are good. We get back up, having a great time at the club. We get out like 6 in the morning, we see them again, and now I'm with like my whole ass group and our security guards. So I was like, I'm untouchable, I'm fine, I'm safe. Like I feel like a girl again. Like this is what I want to feel like, and I just felt so safe. So push comes to shove, and Ibiza, after Ibiza we went to like 6 different countries after that. But the last email that I got from him was that, and I'm not gonna go through them. As you can see, it's 7:28. Oh my gosh. It's never too late. He's begging for me back July 27th. That's that. And yeah. That is my story. And that's all 3 parts. And that's everything there. And I hope this makes everyone understand our dynamic and how frightening it was for that to happen. I left out a part where I called the police on Landon. And I can't believe I forgot about that.
Oh no, she's rocking! She's rocking back and forth. Oh no.
But I did call the police on Landon December of 23, beginning of 24, because he put his hands on me.
And she is literally crazy, dude. She's literally crazy. Oh man. Oh, not the rocking back and forth, dude. Whew. Okay. At least I ain't checked out this time, chat.
We were in the car together driving home, and I was scared that he was gonna do it again, and he locked the door and I couldn't get out. So I was really terrified. So I called the police on him once. And when the police came, I always told him, I was like, he's not the type that would like kill me, but he's definitely the type that would kidnap me, and then I never see my family again. And then I've watched you, and I realized, damn, like, that's Landon. And it was his favorite show. So if that's not a telltale sign, then I don't know what is. But I hope that everyone understands I was not the girl he cheated on with. I hope everyone understands that I did not even want to make this video. I hope everyone understands that that man is so broken and unhealed and such a broken boy. And I hope you kind of understand what I went through. And it is hard to leave if you're in a situation that I'm in.
Yeah, the rocking got me too, because like I said, when I was a police officer, I can't tell you how many times I seen people, not on drugs by the way, just crazy people who either had a nervous breakdown or they're just crazy. They rock, and they rock like her, and it's a soothing mechanism. I think it's just something. It's a way to soothe them because they're crazy. So it's like the rocking gets you, but not the 5 straight minutes. Because I can ignore it. By the way, I think that's why I tuned out and went to my happies. No, I didn't tune out. I think I did hear I actually tuned that out. I actually tuned the nail tapping. The rocking though, the rocking is just, and the reason why the rocking just reminds me of legit crazy people. Like every person I've seen like go crazy or is crazy or have a nervous breakdown, they rock.
Where we were, it's hard to leave. It's really hard. But the moment you do, you're gonna find that life is so much easier and brighter. The air is crisp. Everything is just so much better. You're not talking in fight or flight. You're not in a hypervigilant spot. That you're worth and deserving being out of this relationship and feeling unconditional love by someone that's so scared to lose you that they won't even disrespect one of your boundaries. There's men like that out there. Or women. Not that man. That man did not love you. That man did not love you. This is my last and final video.
Oh my God, there's
unless I
more!
continue to progress. I'm here to talk about the screenshots of me warning Liz and then having a conversation with her on the phone. All the way back in November and October of 2024, I do want to talk about the fact that Landon has found my dad's phone number and my brother's phone number. And then reached out to them and was harassing them over and over all night and all morning, trying to get me to take down my videos. He also reached out to someone that I have a relationship with, that I was also in a content house with in Fort Lauderdale, asking her to persuade me to delete the video. And I was even told by her, like, keep it up. Like, I had no idea, nothing like that. But I just want this to rest and I want to move on with my life. I didn't say anything online for a reason. She, to my knowledge, was in a happy, healthy relationship, and I'm not going to strip someone of that. Like I always say, everyone gets to know a version of you because you keep on healing and you keep on becoming a better person. So in my eyes, I was like, he's engaged to a woman that if he looked the other way, she would drop him. So like, of course he has been his best behavior. He healed from everything that he did to me. He's moving on in life, thank the Lord, because I'm already moved on and I need to start like healing and becoming a better person and like focusing on other energies and like not giving him the energy to even be scared. But I did get a phone call from her back in September, the last day of September. I think it's like the 29th or 30th. Don't ask me. I got my motorcycle stolen out of my building, and I don't know how the hell that happened, but it did. And they said that, you know, keep on like keeping an eye out. We're going to be calling you from no caller ID, and I know that from experience because I did have to call the police on Landon once in November of 2023 or December of 2023. And when the police come and they call you, and like I lived in a gated community, so they had to be like, hey, like open up the gate. They call you from no caller ID. Like that dispatch officer calls you on no caller ID. So I was like, okay, great. Like it's October 4th or 5th whenever she called me, and I'm like, okay. I answered the no caller ID, assuming it was going to be the police. It wasn't. And I have friends that are, I don't know what the correct verbiage is, but they're Middle Eastern and they have an accent. And she called me, she's like, who is this? And I was like, you call me, like, who is this? And then she said, my name is Liz, who is this? And I was like, I don't even think I answered because I was like, is this the moment where I tell her everything? Like, oh my God, like, how did she get my number? Like, I was like, and I think that's when she hung up on me. And I'm gonna show you that phone call. But that's when it was, a no caller ID. And obviously Landon had this phone number because we were together. And that's when it was, 5 days after I got my bike stolen. Like I said, the only reason I think it was her was the accent and the fact that she said her name was Liz. And then I was like, oh my God. And then I was like, I had such a heavy heart because I know what it feels like to be like going through your partner's phone and then finding like he reached out to like an ex or that he reached out to other girls. Like I know what that feels like.
Okay, so Liz reached out to her. Miss, my boyfriend is very loyal because if you get a woman who is a 10, he would never cheat on you.
Because I experienced it for so long in that one relationship. So I was like, oh my God, like, do I say something? I'm going to my therapist, I'm asking her for closure and guidance. And then, oh my God, I'm still breaking out in hives. Like, look at this.
She's mumbling.
And I hate talking about this. I went to my church. I started becoming a volunteer at my church, and then I didn't bring any names into it because I was too embarrassed to even say that, and it's not my position to even say that, and I would never come on here to publicly like diss someone, and like that's just not the person I am to my core. I'm a girl's girl to the end of the day. And then I thought, and I kept on having nightmares being like, no, I have to say something because she knows about me one way or the other, and I have to like warn her because I wish someone would have warned me. I wish I wasn't so blind, and she's smarter than me, and she has more of an intuition. I have intuition. I have a sick intuition, but I never listen to it. And now I'm never going to forget that gut feeling in my stomach because I know that's a part that not a lot of people have. So it took me a month. It took me a month to even wanting to respond to her, but I did DM her and I did try to warn her, and she didn't answer. Like she's fucking famous, you know. Like she probably didn't see it. I didn't know to DM anyone else. I was just like, you know what? I tried. It's off my hands. It's off my back. I'm in peace. I'm happy that he's in a relationship that he would never ever contact me again. I said I was gonna drop my restraining order, which I did, but I think that it's time for me to go get a restraining order because of the DMs and the harassment of my family. But he hasn't reached out to me, so I don't know. But I'll show you the DMs. This is the DMs, November 12th, and then Wednesday, because I went through exactly what she went through.
Oh, God, dude. Ooh. Child. Oh God. I'm so trying to stay connected to this. I checked out again, chat. Okay, I'm back on.
And I wanted her to hopefully reach out. I'm going to preface this, the only reason I even made this public knowledge was because my boyfriend was getting hate. I don't post my boyfriend or my boyfriend's name or his links or anything like that. So I was like, how the hell did y'all find him? And then I was getting a lot of hate because people were saying that he was in a relationship with someone while he was engaged. And then they were saying it was me because I was his last relationship. And I was like, God, fucking no. So I had to clear my name before hate started continuing piling up on me when I didn't do it. Like, that wasn't me. Like, I needed to stand up for my name, and I needed to say, like, what I went through. And then that's when I was like, you know what? No, like, this is the time I talk about what happened, and this is the time I talk about him stalking me in another country, and this is the time that I showcase my receipts that my friends sent me, and this is the time that I make this well known who this person is, because it's deserving. Like, she deserves this, I deserve this. Every woman going through this and was like, oh my God, like, this story resonates with me, like, I deserve this. And I hope that this helps. I hope that whoever's watching this, whether that's someone that's been through this or knows someone that's through this, or someone that, you know, healed themselves so they never attracted this type of person, like, I hope this gives you justice too. I really truly do, and I really hope that this helps whoever that's watching. But you can ask anyone. I'm a girl's girl through and through. I will take the beat before someone else does. Like, my friends or my family, that's just always who I am. And I tried my hardest. I tried my hardest without overstepping a boundary or making sure that, like, someone would have feel like an ill intent from me, because I never wanted to, because I know what that is. I know what it's like to be on the opposite side. Like, it sucks. So I hope this clears everything up, and, like, I really don't want to keep on talking about this. Like I said, I'm in a healthy, happy relationship with someone that had to endure this human being, and I just really just want to kind of, like, drop it and leave it in the past. And, you know, obviously, like, if it pursues to something like a lawsuit and everything like that, if I'm able to talk about it, then I obviously will, because I feel like I owe it to you guys. And, you know, I feel like we've been this far, and I've talked about this so much. Like, it's gonna be my 4th video, so I hope that it doesn't, but if it does, then I really hope and pray for your support, and I will try to keep you updated as much as possible. But I don't want to keep on reliving in the past. I don't want to keep on giving someone such strong energy for me, because I'm here to heal. I'm here to...
I know Olivia, she checked out, I checked out. I'm like, we're just so like, oh my God.
Move on. I'm here to learn from my mistakes, and I'm here just to keep on going in life. So I'm gonna try my best to keep you guys in the loop, but I really just want to leave it at this.
Please let me know what you think about.
Okay. Whew. I think that's it, right? Yeah. All right. Okay. Now, apparently, Liz and her sister response. Can I say I really like this creator? Because she just sits there and let the damn videos play. If I was clipping this for a video, I would be dragging the video way to the right to cut this shit. Oh, man. Let me tell you something. Oh, my God. That's why I'm glad I'm doing a live stream, because there's no way I could even do a video like this.
Wizard Liz is not defending Landon. She is defending her choice in Landon.
First of all, my sister is not the type of person to call an ex-girlfriend. That's not the type of woman she is. We don't go and call girls and check our phones of our partners. She would never do that.
Hey, beautiful people, how you are?
Wait, was that the sister? Are they twins? Wait. Hey, Sean, is Liz's sister a twin? Boy, they look just alike.
So do you guys know that little Wiz was just 25 years old? So as we're talking about her and the entire situation, put in back of your mind that she's 25 going to 26. Okay. So anyway, guys, let's go check out the video, and then we'll come back and talk more.
Wow, all that surgery made it look older. Yeah, that's her sister. No, that's not a twin. Okay. Yeah, that surgery made her look older. She don't look 25. I thought surgery is supposed to make you look younger, not older. I believe she's 26 now. Okay.
Hi guys, I'm making this video to address some stuff that are going on online that are just false. Landon's ex-girlfriend decided to come on TikTok and share her story, which she has the right to, But then the last video, she is claiming that my sister called her, so Liz called her. She's showing screenshots of messages where in the second message she is saying that I'm the girl that you called in November. The evidence she's showing for this call is a no caller ID number. She is sharing messages where she is basically implying that my sister saw the messages. She goes on to saying that she recognized my sister's voice because she has a Middle Eastern accent. My sister is not from the Middle East. She doesn't have a Middle Eastern accent. Okay. Then our friend is sending that video to us. Friend, go and comment that that is not true. When my friend goes and comments that, all her comments get deleted. This video, which to us we thought like nobody was really gonna take this video seriously because, you know, a girl called a girl, whatever. All of a sudden my sister is getting all these messages saying that she knew that Landon was cheating, saying that she called this ex-girlfriend. First of all, my sister is not the type of person to call an ex-girlfriend. That's not the type of woman.
How you know? I thought she wasn't the type to pretend to be married and get pregnant by her by a boyfriend. Like, come on now. And even though he has money, he's a dusty.
She is, we don't go and call girls and check our phones of our partners. She would never do that. The video seems harmless, but all of a sudden my sister is getting all these messages of hate. People accusing her of lying. When I see that video, I know what you're doing. Like, I know what you're implying. I know that you're implying that she knew. I know that you're implying that she saw your messages and she ignored it. I know what you're implying. Everyone on the internet, you can say whatever you want on your videos, but we know what you're implying and what you're trying to do. And if you were really a girl's girl and you really wanted you know, to come to Liz her defense or whatever, share your story, then why are you deleting the comments of our friends when they're saying like, hey, she never called you. I didn't want my sister to get involved in this because I don't want this story to get bigger and bigger. Liz was like, I want to message her. I want to ask her why she said that in the video. So then my sister goes and tries to message you and she finds out that she's blocked and she cannot find your name. When I look you up on Instagram, I can find your name. She can't. So she said that you blocked her. And here's proof of the fact that she cannot find you on her Instagram. You have her blocked. That is the truth.
This case.
Sister goes on to her.
Oh, is that what it looks like if somebody blocked you? I learned something today, chat.
Stories tries to defend herself and say like, hey guys, I don't know why you guys are sending me all these hate messages over that video. I never called anyone. I never received any message. You guys have to understand that Liz is very hormonal right now. She's 4 months pregnant. Like, she's feeling pregnancy rage. She's trying, like, she's hearing stuff from all over. She's getting messages from all over. Like, she just stuck to her story to defend herself because she's tired of people lying. We're all tired. Like, I'm seeing the craziest thing. I literally deleted my TikTok because I didn't want to see these things. And I'm being sent stuff that I'm like, what are these lies? Like, people are just making up stuff. People are calling her a relationship coach, a dating coach. Like, when has she ever talked about relationships? Like, the only thing my...
What? Listen, I just learned about the woman, and it seemed like over the majority of her videos is talking about relationship, including her own. What are you talking about? Does she not know who her sister is? Has she not watched her sister's content? It's a relationship on how to get that bag, how to level up, how to date ugly men, I'm like, what are you talking about? Oh my God.
She talks about is literally standing up for yourself. She talks to people who have been victims of abuse.
I said majority. The reason I said majority is because the other side of the content is how to have self-esteem, how to be the best person that you can be. Why does everybody so obsessed with me? Let's not forget that one. Okay, Mariah Carey's theme song. Why is everybody obsessed with me? And here's why everyone is obsessed with me, Liz.
She ever talked about love? The only time she ever mentions relationships is when she tells you guys to walk away and respect yourself. The reason that Liz brought this to the internet and said that Landon cheated was because she's always been very transparent with her fan base. From the beginning of her career, she's always been very honest. She has never portrayed this perfect life or a facade. She's been honest about her abuse. She's been literally, every time she has a fight, or even with my mom or with me or whatever, she is the type of person that goes and shares that with her fan base, because that's the type of relationship that they have. And the people that follow her know that. She's very transparent. So obviously when she brings on a partner on the internet, she introduces that person to her fan base. Obviously when he cheats, she is going to share that, because she is that is who she is. She shares those things. She doesn't want to show a perfect relationship when that is just not the truth. And even if she didn't share that, some stuff would come out, and then she would also be the bad guy, because in these situations women always get the blame for whatever they do. No matter what she does,
she is the blame for this one.
Will get the blame. She asked in her stories not to send him any hate from the beginning. Nobody wanted that. She just wanted to be honest and transparent with her fan base. Nobody knew that the whole world was all of a sudden gonna go crazy over a girl getting cheated on. So then after those stories, like, my family's going through it, Liz is going through it, everyone is trying to be there for her and the baby, his ex goes and leaks his phone number. And listen, as a victim of abuse myself, I would never ever.
Yeah, I got this other video that I've been wanting to watch of her going through her diary or her journal or something, because now the sister's saying that she's been abused too. So I'm like, okay, like, did none of y'all go through therapy? Did y'all keep telling everybody else to go through? I've been through therapy. How is it they got all this money and I'm the only one who went through therapy? Okay. I'm just saying, like, what's going on? Somebody lying, chat. And I didn't go for no 2 times a week either.
Victim blame any woman. What happened between you and Landon, you have the right to share that. You have. And
is that true? Sean said they got all their therapy from Better. Are you joking? You know, listen, I told you I'm just now catching up to your sarcasm, right? A part of me think you dead ass though.
When you leak his phone number, we're getting calls from his family, from his friends. Everyone's calling us. Landon is getting death threats every second on his phone. People are calling him every second of the day, telling him to unalive himself, telling him the most disgusting things you can say to a human being. So my sister goes online and says, hey guys, like, stop the death threats, stop this.
I don't have evidence of that, but it would be funny if it was true. It would be, wouldn't it?
I'm worried about him. Obviously, like, that people are getting upset about the fact that my sister goes and says that, hey, stop sending this man, who is, by the way, the father of her child, who is also, by the way, someone she loved very deeply, tells them, hey, stop the death threats. You guys are canceling her for that? She's now all of a sudden back together with him. First of all, she's never getting back together with him. That's not happening. When she leaves, that's it. Stop making up lies. Obviously, nobody wants anyone to hurt themselves. If you're the type of person that sees that someone online got cheated on and you go to that guy and message him, unalive yourself, then there is something really, really wrong with you. And nobody here is defending what Landon has done. Liz is not defending him. She is trying to make sure that nobody hurts themselves. She is not getting back together with him. Stop with all these lies. And I know the internet, they just make up stuff, but just to clarify this, she is not getting back together with him. They're trying to find a way to co-parent. And what happened between Landon and his ex-girlfriend is going to court.
Yeah, Sean, BetterHelp has been exposed as a scam several years ago. How is YouTube still allowing them to have ads on this platform? How are they still having paid ads with other YouTubers? Like, do they not? Whenever I hear a YouTuber do, oh, and check out today's sponsor, BetterHelp. I'm like, what? And you know, I think that was one of the things that probably one of the a few things that had tipped me off on Manifest L earlier. You know, I was like, why are you promoting BetterHelp.com? She got a lot of blowback from that, so she stopped doing it. But damn.
So they can go and defend themselves in court, and, you know, may the liar get what they deserve. I just want to say, like, to the people that supported her and are with her fans, thank you so much.
Who is dumb enough to give BetterHelp.com their medical information? Oh my God.
But I hope that I cleared somewhat up of what happened. and I hope justice gets served. I'm right now just like focused on my sister's health and the baby's health, and yeah. I find it even like ridiculous making this video, but anyways.
You did.
I cannot make this up. The wizard Liz is now defending Landon after Abby released her video exposing him for cheating and stalking her. Liz posted on her Instagram story saying, guys, I'm getting videos from my friends that Landon's ex just posted a video saying that she DM'd me before and that I called her. I have never in my life called any woman or been aware about other women in our relationship. She shows evidence of a no caller ID number and claims she recognized it's me because of my Middle Eastern accent. I'm not Middle Eastern, and it feels like to me you're trying to make fun of my accent. Whatever happened between you and Landon is between you guys to solve, but don't start lying and making up rumors about me. I don't remember Abby talking about her accent. And then she said,
she didn't. I mean, and also, who gives a damn if somebody make fun of your accent? So what?
as my friend kept commenting that I never called her or have seen her DMs, and her comments kept getting deleted. I don't understand what your motive is. She also leaked Landon's phone number and email, and people are calling and texting him every second to unalive himself. I don't want the father of my child to hurt himself. He's already going through it, and he's already lost everything. Stop the hate, please. And then she also says, I'm trying to move on from this, but now I can't even try to heal or think about me and the baby because I have to worry about my ex hurting himself. I have never seen any girls DM about...
Okay. He's never, ever gonna hurt himself. Never. Never. One of the taters, Master Chef Mike, had contacted me frantic because some female, she's black too, some black female WWE wrestler was on her Instagram, you know, threatening to unalive herself. And I said to him, I said, she won't do it. And he says, how do you know? She keeps saying, she's a woman. Women say these things for attention. I said, 9 times out of 10, when they say they're gonna unalive themselves, they're doing it for attention. I said, now if it was a guy, I would have been like, oh yeah, let's help him out. Because statistically, and this is a fact, women talk about it, but men be about it. Boom, headshot. So if you see a woman threaten to unalive herself, go, okay, girl, you having a bad day. You'll be better tomorrow. But if you hear a guy say it, go help him, hug him, call the ambulance, could like do something quick. Okay? Because those men follow through. So like, but anyway, this guy is a narc. He's so selfish, and selfish people never unalive themselves, ever. They don't even put themselves in dangerous situations where they're gonna get unalive. So no, he has no intentions on killing himself.
Him until Peyton messaged my friend that she found on TikTok. That's the only reason I found out. When I found out, I immediately left, and I'm trying to move on. Do whatever you want to do, but leave me out of this and stop creating false narratives that have never happened. And then she posts this quote saying, what are you afraid of losing when nothing in the world belongs to you? Y'all, what happened to being a girl's girl? I think she should have maybe offered her support to Abby and Abby's experience with Landon. But what Liz is basically saying is like, I'm not a part of this. Don't bother me about this.
Why do y'all think Liz is a girl? Why y'all think Liz is a girl's girl? Like, how? Because she does girly things. She buys expensive bags and model in very nice clothes, and she's a very feminine woman. That makes her a girl's girl? Child, please. She ain't no damn girl's girl.
This is Abby's issue, not my issue. And also, Landon posts a picture of their baby's
Facts, Olivia. She's a very big pick-me girl.
ultrasound and says, my deepest desire is to give you the life you deserve, and I'm so sorry. Liz, thank you for carrying our miracle. I'm so sorry I failed you both. I swear these two are back together. They're gonna get back together, or they're already together. I think that's why she's defending him.
Listen, for me, it's the fact that the Wizard Liz's sister, Sabina, is sitting on here on this app saying, when has my sister ever talked about relationships? When has my sister ever talked about love? Ma'am, I found at least 20,000 TikTok edits of your sister. The only thing she cares about is boys. She only cares about boys. Boys and money. Let's use our brains here. Okay? Another thing is that you're so quick to antagonize, and you're so quick to like use this one point to antagonize Abby about the Middle Eastern accent thing. Queen, I am Egyptian, okay? Both of my parents are immigrants. My father has a very strong accent. Who gets offended over that? It means you know in other languages. You're bilingual at the very least. Why are you bringing that up against Abby to antagonize her instead of all the other things that she talked about? You and your sister, this is directed to Sabina and the Wizard Liz, you guys are so embarrassing. Genuinely, you guys are so fucking embarrassing because you just keep missing the point. You keep missing the point. And by the way, this international Landon hate train is because your sister started it by posting online. True. She made it the internet's business. Stop blaming Abby, okay? And she also had receipts for everything. Landon did it. But yet, your sister still chose his side. Okay, I'm done.
Wizard Liz's sister came out with a video yesterday that Landon and Abby are now going to court over the allegations that Abby has made against Landon and
They ain't going to no court. God, man. White people love that. I'm a sue. Ain't suing nothing.
the best liar win. This is exactly the words that she used in this video. Now imagine if we had treated Liz with the same standards that these sisters are treating Abby. It means that we wouldn't have immediately believed Liz, and we would have required proof, and we would have needed Landon's full side of the story, and we would have said, you know what, you worked that out, that is not our problem. We did not do that. We immediately jumped to Liz's defense, and she had the entire internet on her side, okay? I don't think people realize how privileged Liz is as a victim compared to Abby. Abby has no one. I am so disappointed at the way that this is unraveling, and it has set us as women back years. The fact that the conversation is no longer on Landon anymore, but against Liz and Abby is exactly what Landon wants. He has successfully pitted these two women against each other. He has successfully manipulated Liz into believing that Abby is the crazy ex-girlfriend. If you hate on Abby but you support Liz, you are not someone who cares about women, and you are picking and choosing who to give your empathy towards, which means you are not an empathetic person. And for everyone saying that Abby picked the wrong time to share her story needs to understand that there is no right time for a victim to speak up, especially since Landon jumped from stalking Abby to being with Liz within the span of a month. So were you expecting Abby to come forward during the honeymoon phase of Landon and Liz and share her side of the story then? She would have been absolutely crucified. This poor woman not only felt silenced, but she had to watch online as her abusive ex-boyfriend gallivanted off with another woman and was perceived by the internet as like
oh God, are we really trying to be sympathetic to both of these chicks? Really? Mrs. Oh, we broke up, we're back together. 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 Like, oh my God. What are the odds that Liz rents everything and she's actually broke? Sean, you think that about so many people, though. I don't think she... Hold on. Let me just say this. I know you make more money than her because I saw your receipts. And maybe I'm projecting, right? But if you make at least 5 figures, which I think she's making more, how can you be broke? Mind you, I'm projecting, okay? If you're making 5 figures on YouTube, how the hell are you broke? Unless you live in California. No, that's different, okay? Liz has 0 decorations on her apartment. It's weird. 5 figures is not a millionaire. She's buying millionaire shit. Okay, good point.
Superhero, a savior, a really great person. I'm understanding now that most of Liz's following is under 25, and you will understand one day. I hope you never do, but you may understand one day what it's like to be in Abby's position, and then only then will you realize that there is no such thing as a crazy ex-girlfriend. There is no such thing as a perfect victim. If someone lashes out and becomes crazy, it's because they were put in an environment that caused them to do so. There are just very few women in this world that are just actually truly crazy without having gone through something that made them that way.
Wizard Liz is not defending Landon. She is defending her choice in Landon.
Yep.
I'm going to say that again. Wizard Liz is not defending Landon. She's defending her choice in being with Landon. Okay? What we're witnessing at this point with Miss Wizard Liz is an ego death. Girlie realizing that she is not above the program. Girlie realizing in real time on the main stage that the rules, in fact, do apply to her.
Yeah, I saw, I saw your video. I do believe she got botted too. Whether she paid for it or somebody else paid for the bots. I agree with that because I saw that on Pearly Things channel. I said Pearl got bots. Pearl botted her damn channel. Cause you could tell by the comments, you could tell, you know, even if Pearl botted her channel and she paid for views. And you can always tell by the comments. I did the same thing with her.
And I'm definitely going to do a podcast episode on it because it is a great conversation to have. But sister girl is realizing that she wasn't above anything or anybody.
Is that true? 2 million views with 2,000 comments? Oh my God, she could at least tried.
And I do believe that her platform and her level of influence did get to her head a little bit, to where she thought that surely nobody would try her the way they would try a commoner. Surely she has proven herself through her content to be a high value woman above all of the debauchery. So not only has she been played by this dude, but she's also not the only one that's been played. That's why she's attacking his ex, because she is realizing she isn't special. She's not different. Abby came forward and said, yeah, the same shit he did to you, he did to me, girl. She didn't want to hear that. Because what she's hearing is, yeah, you're not different. You're the same. You're equal to me. She didn't want to hear that. She's not defending Landon the person. She is defending her choice and choosing Landon to be with, because she doesn't want to yet admit that that wasn't a good choice. She isn't quite ready to admit her role in not following her own advice. She's given this millions of people at this point.
What
She's not yet ready to
advice?
accept that and accept the long-term consequences that came with her not following her own advice. The same advice she gave from her pedestal of being above the program. Yeah. More in 5.
The reason I never really resonated with the Wizard Liz is because I could kind of tell there was an air of arrogance and cockiness about her. You know somebody's a good leader when they quietly lead. They don't really have a lot to say, but when they do speak, it's very profound. A good leader is going to be humble and poised. They're not going to have a big ego and talk a big game, be too cocky with it. And from what I saw of Liz's content, to me, she kind of just seemed like the female version of these red pill men that call themselves alpha males and kings. She always bragged about how much respect she has for herself and how she's never going to put up with anything at all. The more you brag about yourself and the more that you try to convince your audience that you're a respectable person, less likely you actually are to have that, because it really just sounds like you're trying to convince yourself, because that's what true leadership is really all about. It's not surrounded or rooted in ego, but rather it's rooted in authenticity, vulnerability, integrity, and honestly wanting to help other people. Being a leader is not trying to force things or manufacture saying something powerful just because it's what you think your audience wants to hear. Being a good leader is knowing what to say, how to say it, and when to say it, and knowing your audience. That way when you speak, it actually means something of value and people are going to want to listen to you speak. Being a true leader is actually meaning what you say, and she did the exact opposite of that. She got engaged and pregnant by a man after only knowing him for 8 months, which is something I don't think any respectable female leader or role model should do. And then to discredit another woman's domestic violence experience is the cherry on top, and I think that this should be a learning experience for young women on what not to do in a scenario like this, how to not be the face of a brand like this, how to not be a leader as a woman. Maybe she did have good intentions, and this isn't to say that everything that she's ever said or put out is trash, but I genuinely think there are way more female role models out there for young women. If there's an audience of young women that want to look for feminist role models, this book, it's called What She Said. It's by Monica Lunnan. It's basically just a book compiled of a bunch of infamous speeches made by women throughout history, and it's unbelievable. At the end of the day, Wizard Liz is young. I'm young. I'm not telling you to take advice from me. Not everything you see on the internet is real. I just think if you're going to have female role models, I think that they should be people like this and not necessarily influencers.
True. Please go down in the comment section and share your thought about this updates that's going on, and let me know what you guys think. There's even more updates coming up, which is going to be
All right, this is Omizi, and he, let me see, hold on. Okay, he's showing some text. So let me see how his video is.
At this point, we all know how cringy red pill content creators can be, and 9 times out of 10 when we say those words red pill, we often associate it with the men in the manosphere and just young men being affected by these content creators. But oftentimes we don't look at the opposite side of the spectrum. Now, we've mentioned before that there's a female version of the red pill, but we don't talk about it quite often because I think it's actually more subtle and subdued than the manosphere and the man red pill content.
I heard that you don't know how to get spoiled by men. I know that you guys need my help. That's why I'm here. See, how men are is competitive.
But my sister doesn't talk about relationships. Even the clips are showing her talk about relationships.
They're very competitive. So if you tell a man that your friend is being taken care like this, then their competitive nature comes up and they're like, okay, this is what I'm competing with.
But while I was at DreamCon, Abba and Preach dropped what is probably the Andrew Tate equivalent on the women's side, their video on a person called the Wizard Liz. Now, I know many of you might be asking, well, who is the Wizard Liz? And why would Omar say that she's a red pill content creator for women? Well,
2023 is about to come and we are gonna get confident right now, right here. When you find the clown shoes, I want you to take them and put them on because that's literally what you are. You're just a clown. Stop doubting yourself. I'm proud of you. Realize that nobody cares if you're lazy. Listen, my love. I am sick and tired of you. Are you not tired of being overlooked? Are you not tired of walking somewhere and literally no one looks at you because you are just plain? You're just average. You're one of the average people. I will in this video show you how to stop being ugly. I'm not saying any of you are ugly. I'm just saying stop being ugly.
Yeah, that's her. 26-year-old life coach with 8 million subscribers, but she's recently been caught up in a scandal. She got engaged to a man within 7 months, and she was 4 months pregnant, but then she ultimately gets cheated on. Now, we've seen this happen in the red pill community before, and we know how this could end. Funniest thing about red pill content creators, and now we're going to discuss how it doesn't just exist on the man's side, but it also exists on the woman's side, is that they are so naive in the reality of their situation, and they come to the internet and they spin these webs of lies and stories and don't actually live their lives. This woman moved fast in the relationship and then came to the internet and bragged as if—
yeah, that was real fast. Fucking pregnancy. If you would have asked me, the whole 4 months pregnant part was like, whoa, what? He's wrong. They were engaged under 3. Oh, they were engaged under 3 months? Engaged in 3 months, pregnant in 6 months. Uh, 4 months pregnant in 6 months. So that means she had unprotected sex on the 2nd month. Relationship experts and anyone could have told her that was a retarded decision. So 2 months in, she gets pregnant. Damn, this is crazy, dude.
it was something, you know, good to be talked about how fast they moved.
Swear, guys, when I met Landon, immediately I thought I would want to a fan.
No, she got pregnant at 6 months. They broke up after 10 months. Wait a minute, they broke up? Holy smokes, am I missing some lore here? I didn't even know there was a breakup. The last girl got pregnant 4 months and yeah, something about them getting 4 months pregnant is something crazy. 10 months is when she got cheated on. You know what, Sean? I don't even care anymore. She's still a stupid bitch. I know you're trying to break it down to me, but I don't care. I don't care. Probably trying to baby trap him if they have him not wearing a condom like a month into the, that's just damn crazy.
With this guy, and he also told me immediately when we hanged out in Santorini, I knew you were gonna be my wife. He's like, I became so protective over you already because I knew this is my wife immediately when I saw you.
And I literally told her within 36 hours, I was like, look, this is gonna sound like a lot, and I'm sorry because I know it's weird, but I know I'm supposed to marry you.
Now, I know somebody's going to be in my comments talking about societal pressures, her being 26-year-old. Look, I don't care about none of that. How are you, as a self-proclaimed coach for the young woman, getting love bombed so fast, so hard, and so aggressively that you fall for this nonsense, but then come back to the internet and spew your rhetoric about confidence and being secure and all these other things like that? To me, it's just a walking contradiction, but that's why I also have her in that red pill category, because this is so reminiscent of all the other red pill guys, you know, Walter and Sneeko and all those other people, but just for women. Another hallmark of being a red pill content creator, along with the hypocrisy between your real life and what you're putting on the internet, is also just giving very, very, very bad advice.
Is Sneeko still in Spain? He been real quiet ever since the two Jewish people got assassinated.
For young
and Kanye apologized for the second time to Jewish people.
Women to listen to.
I know that you guys need my help. That's why I'm here. If you are already in a relationship and your partner, he didn't spoil you yet and you want him to start spoiling you, just tell him, like, I really would appreciate it if you gave me some money, like an allowance. And with my mom, her ex-husband, he knew if he worked or if he didn't work, she would still continue to provide and stay because of the children. I need women to understand that men will say they want good women, but good women never get rewarded. It's always like, oh, I want a day one girl. I want a girl that has been there from the beginning. But those women get literally later on cheated on.
You can't make this up. You cannot make this
can't
up.
make
You
this
cannot
up.
make this up. God, she sounds like Myron right now. Now she is getting into her Myron bag. She's literally telling women to be children, ask for allowances, but then talking about how good women get cheated on as well. Listen. And when I tell y'all this totally goes under the radar because of the aesthetic that she's giving off in her videos. I mean, her videos get millions upon millions of views. Low lift, no editing, just soft talking to an iPhone about how good girls get cheated on and women should ask for allowances. Now, I'm not necessarily blaming Liz for what happened to herself. She got cheated on ultimately. But what I am saying is that I find it so strange and so weird that these people get online and are so gung-ho about giving advice, you know, are so ready to be upfront, ready to teach women how to be more confident, even though they're getting lip fillers and other injections and Botox and all this plastic surgery. How to get the perfect man that they want, even though if we watch that full video that Liz put out where she was talking about Q&A with her husband, that guy was clearly psychotic. And then how they're talking about how you can get in the most perfect relationship possible while whole time being with a narcissist cheater.
I am living in this country. My partner is this person. My partner spoils me and buys me everything I want. I am a successful YouTuber. I wrote everything that I wanted down as if it was happening right now. 1 year later, I'm living exactly the life that I wrote down.
Yeah, that's cool and all, but you never wrote anything about how your partner is supportive, how your partner cares for you, how they are as a parent, how they are as an actual partner as opposed to a bank account. So it's no wonder why you get cheated on, because you are so worried about your partner.
And we all think it's fake. It's just fake on fake on fake.
If they're abusive, if there are all other things that matter, like what's their personality like? And this is what they are teaching these women, is to look at other men as objects, which sounds like the rhetoric that Aaron and Walter use on Fresh and Fit. Look, that's why I'm saying it's all one and the same. Something I fail to understand about these.
I'm sorry. He's going over stuff we already know about. I mean, hold on, I'm going to fast forward. What is this?
And interpret from this stuff. So when I found out that there are women out there that are treating the Wizard Liz as some sort of gospel, I actually had to get shocked. There's this blog post about how this person views the Wizard Liz and how she interprets them. And honestly, it's scary. There are a lot more personal growth and lifestyle influencers out there, but so far, these are the best self-improvement YouTube channels that I regularly watch and highly suggest to you. Talking about Wizard Liz and a couple other people, but mainly Wizard Liz. These are the channels I like to binge watch whenever I'm about to eat my meals, you know? Nothing wrong with that, but as we get deeper, it gets crazier. Watching their videos literally changed my life, and so sharing their platforms with you is the best thing I could do for them. Actually, these women are the ones who gave me the idea to start this blog. When I hit rock bottom in the middle of 22, I found comfort and peace in their pep talk videos. They became my lifeline. These YouTubers became more than simply figures on my screen for me. They became big sisters and internet best friends.
How? They don't even know you exist.
Who helped me get out of a rut. It was through this experience that I felt compelled to be the guiding light for others in need, just as I once was. What? These are women who have insecurities and are shit-talking men in relationships left, right, and sideways. Hell, they're shit-talking you, but you just feel like that's the thing that you need in that moment of weakness. Literally, these women are getting cheated on. Like, why are these your lifeline? Why are these your besties? Why are these your big sisters? They don't know you. That was such a weird statement.
Are you no longer attracted to men?
No, I'm a sapiosexual and I'm a demisexual. I need a deep emotional connection and I need someone who...
She's a what sexual? Hold on, I gotta rewind this. This is my first time. This is my first time rewinding. Hold on.
Sisters, they don't know you. That was such a weird statement.
Are you no longer attracted to men?
No, I'm a sapiosexual and...
Sapiens. She's a sapio. I've never heard this word before. Sapiosexual. I've never heard this before, chat. Sapiosexual. Magda, what? Magda, what is a sapios? Oh shit, never mind. I guess y'all gonna tell me to go research it and look it up on Google. I swear I don't feel like it. I'll look it up later.
I'm a demisexual. I need a deep emotional connection.
Oh, it means you're attracted to intelligence. Okay.
And I need someone who is intelligent. Men are incapable of both of those things. I'm outgrown. God! She's still hating on men? Dude. The Queen Maker, really, man. Holy smokes. I wish whatever happened to the Queen Maker, I hope she healed from it, dude. I mean, come on now. To sit up here and say men are incapable of being intelligent. Oh, girl, no. No. Sean, don't bite this apple. No. Stay away. Don't go down that road. Don't. I'm telling you, you're going to go on. That's on black side of YouTube. Okay? You need to stay off of that side of YouTube. Stay away from the black side of YouTube.
The quote unquote intelligence of a male, because their intelligence that I perceived as intelligence is no longer intelligence.
Most husbands hate their wives. They do. I danced for 4 years. I stripped for 4 years. I danced from 2011 to 2015. I know everything there is to know about men, okay? I've never...
You know everything about the type of men that came to strip clubs.
...been naive to the bullshit.
No, Shira is not the same as no. I'm not even going to say her name. Shira is not the same, okay? That is because she doesn't even like Shira. The woman we just saw doesn't even like Shira. So that should let you know what we're talking about here. So that's all. Listen. She got a very dedicated fan base. Like, so you got the crazy white women and the crazy black women, and she got the crazy black women. What do they call the Tanupu? Hold up. Hey, what is her group called? Chat. Tanopo, Shanupo. Who remember what her group is called? Her group of women. It's the African tribe of only women. I used to know this. I haven't watched her stuff in about what, 2 years maybe? Y'all probably forgot too. Yeah, Hassan Mega, right.
I found out male nature for what it was at 19 years old. Never been married before. Don't want to ever be married. Don't ever want to have children.
So you found out about male nature at 19 years old through a strip
I don't think it's bonobos. No, it's not them.
club, and that's how you came to the conclusion that all men
If somebody say it, I will remember it. But it's not that word. It's close, but it's not that word.
hate their wives. And then the other lady said that she's not attracted to men because men have perceived intelligence. This is women's self-help that is on the internet, and I promise you, I hate playing this card. If the roles were reversed, people would be saying that this is not good content. This is bad content. Take away the mics.
No,
take away
it's
the
not the Umojos either. Her group isn't called that though. No, her group isn't called that. If you say it, I will say that's it. But it's not the Umoja. It's not that. If somebody say the name, I'll say that's it. But so far y'all haven't said it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's all good. You ain't got to worry about it.
Platform, etc., etc. I don't know how you can say all men hate their wives from the perspective of being at a strip club. That's low-key like saying, oh, I work.
Oh no, she's still alive and kicking. I haven't been on that side of YouTube in a long, like, I think I haven't been on that side of YouTube since the last spring of 2024. I haven't seen her content since then. But I know she's still around because somebody in my Discord posted a video of her reacting to the women, the crazy women in Shira 7's chat room, which was good content, I must admit. Cause you talking about crazy pick me, doormat Denisha's, like the most pathetic women I have seen has been in Shira 7's chat. It's like so pathetic. Not all of them. 75% of the women. How can I get my baby daddy to leave my mama and come live with me? Those type of women. Oh my God. She has the most crazy, what was that? Oh, okay, that's my SSD card. Like, I was thinking about doing the same thing, but then I felt so sorry how dumb those women are. And like Shira has like the patience of a saint, cause there's no way I would have put up with the dumbass questions. If you all don't believe me, it don't matter what day, what time, when, where, just go to any live stream, past or present, and just look at the chat. And it's the most dumbest women in there that ask the craziest goddamn questions I've ever seen. And she made a 3-hour video just clowning all the crazy comments in Shira 7. I said, damn, that's some good content. And listen, I was thinking about doing it, but I literally felt sorry and I stopped recording. They were so pathetic that even I had mercy on them.
At a casino. Everybody has a gambling addiction. Duh. Now, I have no problem with any conversation about the dating plights or why are men more lonely? Why are women more lonely?
Is that funniest Shira 7 video I have is a her pick Misha video saying shit like, my boyfriend has a job, he works part-time and he pays for his own gas. Oh God, dude.
Why aren't people coming together in union, et cetera, when it's all introducing nuance to the conversation? But a lot of these people become hyperbolic. You know, they take their one story, conflate it to this big old thing and put it everywhere, and anybody's supposed to consume it. And then what happens is you get a generation of losers who internalize all of this messaging.
In case you forgot that men are awful, I posted a video about what the girlies are gonna do if we ever hit an apocalyptic situation and like life's never going back to normal. And there are currently almost 7,000 comments of women saying that they would themselves rather than deal with the men.
Girl, are you crazy? TikTok, oh God, dude, these crazy ass women on TikTok. Dude, you listen, when you look at how many crazy ass women like this are on TikTok, you'll be like, you know what? Eugenics is not a bad thing. It's just not. I'm telling you, y'all, I'm gonna win y'all over on the eugenics stuff.
On the world because they know that they would be abused, used, and discarded. Not to mention all the girlies in the comments saying that they would make sure their body was burned, disposed of, like mangled beyond recognition, because even death will not stop men from using our bodies against our will.
So you talk about the kids that are in the classroom telling the young women that you need to be in the kitchen and you don't need to be leading something, you need to be cooking, and that women are just for sex or they're degenerates and blah, 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 blah. They just want me for my money, which is all bad rhetoric. I take that in. I believe that that's true. But we don't talk about the other side of the spectrum when women start internalizing this conversation.
Whenever someone says, not all men cheat, I be looking at them feeling sorry for them. Like, look at it. Who cares if they cheat? Do they have money to give you? You can't depend on a man to make you happy anyway. You can just depend on him to make you have a better lifestyle and give you money, and that might make you happy.
Is that Shira? What did she do with her hair?
Happy.
Was that Shira? No, that couldn't have been Shira. Her face was too fat. Shira. Oh my God, she wasn't wearing a wig. Oh no, I thought her hair was long. What happened?
You can just depend on him to make you have a better lifestyle and give you money, and that might make.
Oh no, wow. She can't have long black hair without a wig. Is that a joke? Are you joking? No, she used to have, for real, she used to have long hair. Her own hair used to be long. The hair won't fit under the wig if it's too long. That's not true. That's not true. My hair don't fit underneath a wig because I have long dreadlocks. her hair would fit underneath a wig just fine. You looking at her natural hair right now. That's her natural hair now. Maybe she got sick of the upkeep of the long hair. That's what it looks like. But also her face looks a little puffy.
You happy?
You're a man and you don't like when women say, oh my god, I hate men, watch this video. A woman says, I hate men. That means because she's largely had negative experiences with men. But it's not all men. I know, but it's a lot. And the sentiment underlying that is we don't know which men are safe. So if you become reactive, you start yelling at us about how it's not all men and some men are good. Show us.
Yeah, but hey, Sean, I stand me some Shira. The only time she does wrong in my eyes is when she defend that damn Kanye West. That's the only time I criticize her and be like, you getting on my nerves with that stupid shit. Stop sipping and caping for that mentally ill nutbag. But yo, I stand me some Shira. Sprinkle.
Show us. Don't get defensive. Just be there and listen to what we have to say, because trust me, you will be horrified by a lot of our experiences. If we find a man that we like, we will be loyal for as long as we possibly can. There will be no one to even cheat with. We don't like most men. We stay away from them because we feel unsafe.
So you get a generation of zero accountability for their action. All men are trash, you know, fake women empowerment, collective people who are looking up to people like the Wizard.
Hey, I supported the drizzle movement. It just didn't last long as always, okay? Hey, listen, I supported it. I made a video. I did a live stream. I like drizzle. And y'all didn't even stick to the hype. Y'all didn't stay on the script. That has all the sounds of a guy having a nothing guy nutting on his face.
Liz and these other content creators, but the Wizard Liz is going through some of the same things, if not worse, than what you are going through in your real life. It's literally the same thing that I always talk about and these other content creators always talk about when it comes to Fresh and Fit, is that looking up to these people, saying that this is your lifeline, saying that this is your sister, only leads to dumb-ass idolization of people who are ultimately losers or are living in a world of hypocrisy. Look, we never really talked about it, but the Wizard Liz got cheated on, and it was totally avoidable.
He started DMing a girl on Snapchat who was apparently fans of Liz.
Oh shit.
So here's a conversation. He goes, are you in Dallas? She's like, yeah, why? I was just wondering who all I know is still here. I just got back from London in NYC Tuesday, then back in Dallas for a week. Do you have plans? And she says, aren't you married? He says, no, plus just looking for friends. And then she goes, since when aren't you married? He's technically engaged, but you know.
So he was not lying.
Stop.
Yeah, well, it's complicated, long distance internet thing, but I'm not married. Not a normal life for sure. So your whole relationship is fake? No, it's not, but I'm not married. That part is not real. What does that even mean? Yeah, haha, do you want to see me? I can tell you in person. I don't want to hang out with married men, and I saw you wearing a wedding ring. Well, that's not fair, but no, not married. And then she screenshots him with the ring. I guess, oh God, that's a warrant for the video, but never mind, it's complicated. Explain. No, haha, never mind. I told you it's complicated. Not legally married, maybe will be. Oof. You're engaged to somebody who's saying maybe will be to random women. He's a piece of shit for what he did. Let's not even absolve him. There's no reason for him to cheat with this dynamic, especially getting a woman pregnant. You're a dumbass.
Look, Wizard Liz ain't nobody to be listening to, and as far as I'm concerned, the red pill pipeline extends all the way to the women's side. It's not something that's just on the male side, but it's something that's not talked about because it is socially more acceptable to say that you hate men, this, that, and the third, but also pushing nasty ass rhetoric that can be detrimental to a young woman's health and development as well. These are the things that need to be nipped in the bud. I tell people all the time, online advice is not something that people should be looking towards. Like, I'm talking about true self-help.
Okay. Thank you. Dude, that damn blonde Abby girl she wore me out. Okay, this video is only 8 minutes long. Thank God. All right, here we go.
My first boyfriend ever when I was 19, he was a multi-millionaire. He was extremely wealthy and I was broke. And he would sometimes give me money, but like literally nothing in compared to what he has. With that money, I needed to buy dresses to look good on the dates, whatever. So basically I was still...
Okay, Liz should take a long break from social because I'm a bit embarrassed for her. LaMayo is sad she's actually projecting onto Abby. Typical narcissist behavior.
It's the Wizard Liz.
So when when she blasts Landon for cheating, it's fine. When his ex joins in and says, "Yes, this happened to me," it's a problem. Oh, Liz.
I've seen her many times at the 5 Palm and whatever. You're fucking ugly. Let's start there. Like, you could not pay me to look at you even, let alone sleep with you. You're just online saying stuff and yapping, but come with proof. Because maybe your mother is also a sex worker and we don't know. So I can also say that your mom's a sex worker.
You guys, Landon just went full nuclear. Like, popcorn out, tabs open, brain on standby, because this is a lot. This man didn't just drop receipts, he dropped an entire Google Drive now, screenshots, voice notes, videos, text convos, time-stamped pictures. It's giving courtroom PowerPoint, you guys. And Abby has now deleted all of her videos. People think Landon threatened.
Oh my God. She went through all of that just to delete. Why am I worried? What? I don't care.
Or kind of scared away Abby at this point.
She just took down all of her videos slandering me. What is real will prosper, will show court results. That's from Landon.
Some, however, are starting to question Abby. Still, there's one major detail Landon seems to keep dancing around, and people are noticing, you guys. He's not addressing the major claims of him spamming Abby till July, getting with Liz in August, 2 months later, getting 2 girls pregnant, etc. He can't defend it. It's clear. He's gripping at straws at this point. Apparently, according to Landon, Liz and him are back together, so people have a
This person has completely traumatized me for the year that we are together, and I will not sit back and let myself or my fiance be slandered online because of a grossly negligent liar and abuser. All of the evidence I am about to show will also be used in court, and I have 300 more messages, videos. Okay.
Lot to say, and the whole thing is a mess, so let's get into it. So if you haven't caught up on my previous videos, Landon is now saying he's officially suing his ex Abby for defamation, fraud, and abuse. He's saying Abby cost him millions in damages and trauma during their relationship. But before we get into all of that, let's talk about how people think Liz is still with Landon, and they're not happy with that decision because Landon posted a story calling Liz fiance just yesterday, not his ex or like ex-fiance. So whatever was going on with Abby, it seems like he and Liz are still working it out behind the scenes. And of course, no one is fond of that. But back to the mess, Landon claims that everything Abby accused him of, the physical abuse, manipulation, stalking, was actually her projecting. According to him, she was the one being abused. He says she scratched his neck, swung at him 9 times, 3 landed, and even clawed his face. He does admit he hit a wall during an argument that they had, and that was the video that Abby posted on her TikTok, if you guys remember, but he says it was right after she attacked him and started dragging his mom into it. He emphasizes that he never laid hands on her and he shouldn't have hit the wall, but that he's human. He then pulls out alleged texts from Abby where she allegedly admits to getting physical and quote, "I knew better than to hit you, but I did it anyway. If a man cheats on me, I'll slap him. You've hit me 3 times thinking I did something I didn't." There's also a weird message from her quoting the Bible about forgiveness, which he calls bait. Landon's clearly over it. He's posted a bunch of stories, you guys, and he's trying to prove that he was the one being gaslit and abused. Now,
Are we still having fun, chat?
Now, let's talk about the whole Ibiza controversy. We all know by now Abby accused Landon of stalking her there, and the whole story was giving stalker, obsessive type of behavior. Landon is clapping back, saying that she invited him. He shows messages where she hypes up the trip, apparently says they'll be married billionaires there, and even tells him to come so they can potentially invest in his business. He messaged his mom saying Abby wanted him there and that it might be a good opportunity.
My buddy out there is the one who introduced me to Andy Beal. He told me he'd love for me to come about 2 weeks ago, so when I told him about the Abby situation, He said get the hell out of that toxic situation and come stay with him. Looks like I'm taking a last minute trip to Ibiza for the rest of the month, and if vibes are still high, I'll be in Mykonos August 1st to 7th with them as well. Strangely enough, I feel this is exactly what God had in store for me. And then he said, this person lied to me millions and millions. What is real will prosper and lawyers are handling the rest. Let me focus on my evolution now, please. And he texts his mom, I just saw her in Ibiza holding another guy's hand. That's crazy to me. His mom says, that's disgusting to me. He says, I agree. And then he clues in screenshots of messages with Abby of her saying, I'm with married men and women, billionaires. That's why Sam wasn't invited. Some of us can't have a convo, some can't. I'm doing nothing wrong. Ha ha ha. And he knows that we all take screenshots and that he's gonna delete this later. I just don't understand how messages between Landon and his mom is proof. Because didn't Abby have like actual email receipts between her and Landon? And this is just Landon and his mom.
He says she was on Hinge while pregnant, kissing other guys, and had sugar daddies in the mix. He even shows a message where apparently she admits she lied about being in New York City when she was really in Nashville with a guy named Z, allegedly to avoid suspicion. He even drops the names of random dudes like Cody, James, Darby, saying none of them looked like him and that Abby was.
This is such female behavior. This is such feminine behavior. Oh my God! Oh my God, let me show you all my receipts. Let me show you my PMs. Let me show you what happened. I'm like, dude, what? Why do you care?
Clearly playing the field. Then it gets more legally messy, you guys. Landon says he tried to make him sign an NDA, possibly because of the nudes she sent or the info he has on her situationship with Z, allegedly. Now on to the Miami accusations, you guys. Abby said Landon stalked her there in her video and even found her therapist, but he says they moved to Miami together, were doing couples therapy with the same therapist, and that his mom was literally there when Abby got the keys to her apartment. There's a message from their shared therapist who can apparently testify that yes, both of them were clients and they were doing joint sessions. And finally, he says this isn't even all the receipts, that he's got 300 more messages and pieces of evidence that he's saving for court to go against Abby. He says he's posting this to stand up for male victims of abuse. Now, when he tried
Oh God. All right, guys. All right. We're almost through with this video. Thank God it's short though. Oh my God. This is what I've stopped more on this short video than I have on any of the longer videos.
to speak up before, people dismissed him or sided with Abby. So Abby has since wiped her socials, and lots of people have differing opinions about this.
He wanted the clout, he wanted the, like we've seen, all of us have seen so many videos of so many perspectives. But what do we specifically think about these posts? A lot of people are online calling Liz a narcissist. A lot of people are calling Landon a narcissist. If we are to continue with what a lot of people believe about the situation, common consensus is that Liz is a narcissist and so is Landon. So they're kind of a good match, right? That's what's being said right now. If we are to follow this train of thought, then he's kind of stroking her ego and validating that, yes, I am the love of his life. Yes, I am the most important person. He never gave a shit about Abby. Blah, 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 blah. Like right now, if he is a narcissist and the love bombing was real, then that means he means this. That means he means this. This is authentic. If he was a psychopath and this was premeditated, then this is just part of his plan. But psychopath and narcissist are two separate things. It looks to me like they might get back together. But I will say, what do we think about the fact that even though the Wizard Liz and Landon had their Islamic marriage done, which means they signed the marriage contract before the wedding, meaning Islamically, religiously, they are husband and...
Wait. Liz is not Islamic, right? Chat, is she Islamic? No, she can't be Islamic the way she's behaving. And they had sex within 2 months of no. So this is just a lie. She's not Islamic. How? She doesn't cover up. She doesn't cover her head. She does like what? Where would she think this Liz is Islamic? Is a Muslim? I thought so. I'm like, what is she talking about? They not. Yeah, she's not a Muslim, dumbass. If they signed the papers, they lied. They lied about being married. They ain't signed nothing. Okay, I'm fast forwarding this stupid bitch right here. She a dumbass.
Now, Landon's on full defense. Liz is still in the picture, and now this is turning into a legal situation. So what do you guys think about this? Is this damage control, or is the truth finally coming out?
Okay. Woo. All right, chat. That's the end of this. Oh my God, dude. All right, let me see what you guys are talking about, because I'm about to shut this down. I'm like, no. Yeah, if she's not practicing she's not a practicing Muslim. All that stuff about signing that contract. Also, that still doesn't make them married, okay? But I don't think she's a practicing Muslim, so this woman is just guessing. She just pulls stuff out of her ass. She would have married a Muslim man if she actually was serious about the faith. Facts. That's very, very true. They did a nikah, an Islamic marriage thing, but like just look it up and had enough of these people. Yeah, but they didn't do that though, Olivia. That's my thing. They didn't do any of that. She's not Muslim. They're not married. They didn't sign nothing. All they was saying is, we are engaged, and then they turned around and said that they're married. They never got married. They never signed no nothing Muslim. Y'all just they're just lying. Even when Landon was trying to holler at another woman, he even said in the private DMs, "No, we're not married. We're going to get married, but we're not legally married." So like they're not married. She even agreed that they're not married. She said, "I'm about to sell my engagement ring, not my wedding ring, my engagement ring." They're not married. Stop believing this stupid stuff, guys. That's what Landon said in Snapchat. He was trying to describe the nikah. Olivia, I swear on your life, they did not sign no damn nikah. You have no evidence for that. There's so many evidence to prove that they never signed shit. She's not a Muslim. They're not a part of an Islamic faith. She didn't sign nothing. He didn't sign nothing. They lied and said that they were married. Stop believing the bullshit. She did nothing Islamic. He did nothing Islamic. The only thing they have is a fucking wedding, is an engagement ring. This woman lives on lies. Why would you believe that she is literally following an Islamic practice? Yeah, but they also say a lot of things too. I'm just saying what they both have said together, and I believe it. She calls him a fiance. She calls him fiance. He calls her fiance. And then when they so-called was supposed to, when she got found out he cheated, what did she say? "I'm going to sell my engagement ring, not my wedding ring. My engagement." They are not married. She ain't signed no damn. And nothing she preaches Islamic. So why the hell would she all of a sudden, not practice Islam, do a whole bunch of metaphysical shit, and now, oh yeah, I wanna sign in the car. No, I don't give a fuck what people say. You know how many dumbass people follow this chick? And there's a lot of dumbass people follow this chick. I mean, a lot of dumbasses. I mean, to sit up here and bring Islam in it, now that chick just playing with my intelligence now. I don't trust any of her female followers. These some dumbass bitches. Liz says she can't sell her ring because it's not allowed or something. Yeah, that's another lie. You mean to tell me since when a woman can't sell her ring? Okay. No, I believe she's back together with this man. Listen, I don't know from personal experience, thank goodness, and I never will know, but I'm just going by my personal observation. When women are pregnant, there is a bond for the man, and it's hard for them to break that bond, even if the man they got pregnant by is a piece of shit. Liz, I believe when everybody's saying Liz is back together with Landon, I believe that. I believe that 100%. I believe that 100% because Liz is going to find some way of saying, I don't want my baby to grow up without a father. And that would be an acceptable excuse. Liz loved this man more than she loved herself. She lost face, but I don't believe her sister, and I damn sure don't believe her when she says, I'll never get back with a guy who cheated on me. Sure, Jan. Uh-huh. You don't even look like the type that'll get rid of a man if he cheated on your ass. So, no. I believe that she is going to stay with this guy because there's already a bond there. So what do they say? Y'all keep talking about para bonding a lot. There's your para bonding right there. These two idiots. So no, I believe they're together, still together. So she's probably saying she can't sell the ring because she doesn't want to sell the ring. Trauma bonding, perhaps that could be one. But I'm actually talking about para bonding. There could be trauma bonding too. If she's still with Landon, then why put him on blast in the first place? Because she was mad. Now she's not mad anymore, and now she's going against the Abby girl. Come on now, y'all seen this? Y'all seen women do shit that they were angry about? Hell, hold on. I got one better. Hold on, guys. Y'all ready for this? I'm so good. Y'all ready for this? Elon Musk went unhinged on Trump. Talked about how he was on the Epstein fly list, started making accusations as if Trump is a PDF file. All of a sudden, what happened? He deletes all those tweets and begged for a conversation to have with Trump. How are you guys not knowing that people do unhinged shit when they don't have control of their emotions and then they go do a 180 the next day when they cooled off? Y'all act like y'all never seen that before. I see it all the goddamn time. As a matter of fact, when I was young, I used to be one of those people. Fucking react emotionally and without thinking. And as I got older, I was like, you know what? Let me think this shit through before I start coming out uncocked. Chimping out, as they say. Let me think this shit through before I start reacting. So I don't react. I just act. So to answer your question, why she put him on blast, she was mad. She was upset. She was betrayed. Now she not mad no more. She love him. I love you. I love you, baby. I want you to. We gonna raise this baby together. And apparently, from Abby's point of view, this man knows how to bug the shit out of you until you take him back. So yeah, they back together. They're back together, and she's gonna say, I can't raise a baby without a father. How can you argue with that? You can't. Now, will this kill her career? Absolutely. She's done. Ain't nobody gonna listen to her ass after this. Okay. All All right, guys. Oh my God, I'm going to bed. Thank God I ain't gonna go to the gym tomorrow. I'm gonna take off on the gym on Thursdays. So, guys, thank you so much for coming by, and I'm glad I'm so glad that I'm glad that my computer didn't crash on you. That made me very happy. All right, I'll see you guys. Hey, listen, Alexi and anybody, if any of the ladies who's regular in the chat, if you want to join our all girl Discord, let me know. Send me an email, and I have to vet you first, and then I let you in. Okay. All right. So it's an all girl, women only, XX chromosome only. Okay. If you're interested. All right. Talk to you later.